Hello everyone, welcome to JC Academy. I am your paper 1 educator Aradhana. Continuing with the series, today we are discussing the part 5 where logical reasoning questions of December 2025 attempt are being discussed along with the conceptual clarity. A quick information, JC Academy is offering a foundation course for paper 1 with multiple validity options. The classes are recorded in nature with bilingual language. Also, a complete foundation course for paper 1 and paper 2 management is offered with multiple validity options. The classes are live and recorded as well. English and bilingual language is being provided. The live batch is starting from 19th of January 2026. For any doubt, you can call on this given number. Question number 1. The topic is Hetvabhas. The sky lotus is fragrant because it has lotusness in it like a natural rose. We have to identify the fallacy which is being committed. So this is a standard example of a Siddh fallacy. The sky lotus is fragrant. A Siddh means unproved middle. The middle term in this example, middle term is lotusness and the major term is sky lotus, which is unreal in nature. It does not exist in reality. That is why the fallacy which is being committed is a Siddh fallacy. Question number 2. From square of opposition, contradictory, contrary, sub-contrary and subaltern, and the propositions are given, we have to match them. Understanding the concept first, you have to make a Z, A, E, I and O. So this is A, all, this is E, no, this is I, some, and this is O, which is some not. So A and O, they form contradictory. E and I, they also form contradictory. A and E, they are contrary. I and O are sub-contrary. A, I, E and O are subaltern. Now we will match the following contradictories. Contradictories E and I. Contrary, it is A and E. Sub-contrary, the lower ones I and O, and subaltern A and I. So option number 3 will be the correct option. Next question, again from types of argument. In last part, the question was asked from inductive argument. In evening shift, it is asked from deductive arguments. So a single slide, it is giving you 2 marks. Again, argument, it is of 2 types, inductive and deductive. If you have not seen the previous part, please watch it. I have explained this slide very well. So deductive is GDP from general to particular and inductive is PIG from particular to general. So validity and invalidity applies to deductive argument. Yes. See, validity and invalidity, they are applying to deductive argument, correct? In deductive argument, conclusion follows from the premises with absolute necessity. Again, a correct statement. So option number 1, both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Because reason, it is actually defining why assertion is correct. That is why option number 1 is the correct answer. Next question, it is from the basics of Indian logic. We have to identify the statements which are not true. Like we have to identify the false statements. The presence of middle term in the minor term is called Paksh Dharmata. It is a correct statement. The knowledge of Paksh Dharmata as qualified by Vyapti is called Upamiti. It is incorrect in nature. Indian logic does not separate deduction from induction. Correct statement. Like in Western logic, we have induction and deduction as separate classes of arguments, but in Indian logic we do not have separate classes. Then pakshata is the nature of the subject in an inference. correct statement. Now, Paksh Dharmata, it is correct in nature. So in Indian logic, the middle term, which is Hetu, it must be present in the minor term, that is Paksh. That is why it is called Paksh Dharmata. And these are the 5 characteristics of valid statements. If any of the characteristic is violated, Hetvabhas fallacy is occurred. So Paksh Dharmata. Second statement is false because the knowledge of Paksh Dharmata is which is qualified by Vyakti. It is called Paramarsh and it is not called Upamiti. Upamiti is the knowledge which is derived from Upaman. That is why option number B was incorrect. I told you, unlike Western logic, Indian logic is considered to be a formal material deductive inductive process. It does not distinguish inductive from deductive classes. Then Pakshata, it is a true statement. It is referred to the state of being a subject of inference. It is defined as absence of certainty about the presence of the major term combined with the desire to prove it. So these were some of the basic terminologies or basic statements of Indian knowledge on the basis of which you have to identify the false statements. So option number 4, that is only B statement is incorrect. Rest all the 3 are correct statements. Next question, it is again from fallacy. The appeal to the populace is a formal fallacy? No. In red herring fallacy, some distraction is used to mislead and confuse. Correct. In red herring fallacy, we divert the attention from the argument to some other thing. In appeal to force fallacy, personalized criticism is made? No. In strawman fallacy, force is used to win consent? No. So we have to identify the true statement. So true statement was option number B, that is answer 2 will be the correct. See. Personalized criticism is made in ad hominem fallacy, and in strawman fallacy, we exaggerate opponent's point so as to defeat or attack that argument. So option number A, C and D, they are false statements, and option number B, like in red herring fallacy, the distractions are made to mislead the conclusions. This is correct statement. Next question is from Panchkosh theory. Again, this theory, I have explained it in the previous part as well. These are the 5 layers of human existence. These are the 5 layers of human existence. We have Annamay Kosh, that is the physical body. Pranamay Kosh, energy body. Manomay Kosh, emotional. Vigyanmay is wisdom or intellect, and Anandamay is blissful or joyful body. On the basis of that, we have to match the following. Annamay Kosh, as I said, it is the physical body or the physical layer. So A ka 4th, 2 options will be eliminated. Anandamay, blissful. So Anandamay will be inner self. B3. Manomay, it is the mind layer. Manomay, so it is emotional, it is mind. And Vigyanmay Kosh is the intellectual layer. It is about how your wisdom functions. Okay? It is about wisdom, it is about intellect. So that is all for today's class. I hope you have learned how to apply the concepts. You have, in case some of the points which are not mentioned in your notes, do write them in make short pointers and add it to your notes. जो भी आपको लग रहा है कि आपके लिए वो न्यू है, क्योंकि अब वो December 2025 में आए. So in upcoming attempt, that is for June 2026, there are quite chances, high chances कि वो जो concept है वो repeat होगा ही होगा. So do prepare your notes well. And again, a quick reminder, for paper 1, foundation course is offered by JC Academy Also, complete foundation course for paper 1 and paper 2 management is offered by JC Academy. In case you have any doubt, you can call on the given number. And these are the social media handles of JC Academy. Connect to them to keep yourself updated. And I hope you have liked the class. Thank you so very much. Do share it with your friends and take care. Bye bye. Happy learning.